guys, Gretchen's Vegan Bakery here. Sorry if I sound a little weird, but I am starting to get a cold, so let's get right to the point with this one today. We are making homemade vegan mozzarella cheese to go on our homemade pizza margaritas. Yes, that's right, and if you want to know how good this is, just listen to my reaction that I accidentally caught on the audio when I tried the first piece of cheese.
Holy shit. This tastes just like mozzarella cheese.
So here's the thing though, I originally thought that I'd be able to share the recipe for the mozzarella cheese with you, but I did not get permission as expected to share this recipe that I used from this cookbook. So if you did want to make this cheese yourself, you would have to grab a copy of this book. I'm really sorry about that. I was a bit presumptuous in thinking that I could share the recipe, but please know that I'm not getting paid to advertise this book. It is a really great book. I used the recipe for the cheese and I thought I could get permission to share, but I did not. So I'm sorry guys, but I just can't share a recipe that is not rightfully mine. Alternatively, though, there are a lot of free recipes for homemade cheeses floating around the internet, or you can just buy a store-bought variety that you like best to make this pizza. So let's move on to the actual pizza recipe. For the dough, you will need flour, dry yeast, olive oil, salt, and sugar. Oh, and some water. Add the yeast to the warm water and then give it a pinch of sugar. Gonna let that stand for just about 5 minutes to get it frothy and prove that it is alive. Then you'll get everything to the mixing bowl and mix it on low to combine it all together. Once it's combined, increase the speed to medium and then mix it for about 8 minutes to develop the gluten. You're going to transfer it to a lightly oiled bowl and then let it rise covered in a warm spot for about an hour or until it has doubled in size. Alternatively, you can do what I did and make this dough the same night that you're making your cheese. Then everything will be ready for you the next day. Just leave the dough in the refrigerator and it will be nice and risen by the next day. Either way you decide to go, you're going to turn it out onto a lightly floured table, and this recipe makes two 12-inch pizzas, so definitely divide that dough in half and work with one at a time. Roll it out to a sort of circular shape, and I don't really concern myself with getting it a perfect circle. I always build my pizza with a little cornmeal on the bottom to prevent the dough from sticking to my peel, and then I always brush the crust with a little olive oil and some vegan Parmesan cheese. You can make your own really quick and easy tomato sauce like I did here from my last recipe for chicken parmesan. All the links are below if you want to grab that recipe too, but I went the easier route today and I used my favorite jarred sauce thickened up with a little bit of tomato paste. I do have a tendency to want to go really heavy on the tomato sauce when I make my pizza, since that for me is the best part. But I try not to go too heavy or you will have a soggy pizza. Now you can use any toppings you like, but for authentic margherita style pizza, it is fresh mozzarella and fresh basil. I do add some garlic powder and oregano to my pizzas, as well as a drizzle of olive oil and more Parmesan cheese. But really, whatever you want to put on your pizza is entirely up to you. Into the oven for about 10 minutes or until it's golden and the cheese is melted and bubbly. I'm really not sure how hot your oven goes, so just really keep an eye on it. But the hotter the better. Now, all there is left to do is enjoy this pizza, and believe me, I certainly did. This was the best pizza I'd ever made, and I've made a lot of pizzas in my day. The homemade mozzarella cheese is just the answer to life, and I hope you will want to make it to see for yourself. So grab all the recipes at gretchensveganbakery.com, and while you're there, grab a recipe for dessert too. Nothing like some easy cookies after a pizza for dinner, and I've got tons of recipes to choose from. So I do hope you liked this video. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe here to my channel for more great vegan recipes weekly. Alright everyone, thanks for checking me out here. Until next time, happy vegan baking and cooking. Bye for now.